before I started writing books, I was some sort of a musician, session musician, organist, harpsichord player. I don't think there are too many Anthony Sharps who would travel the distance I've travelled from Purcell Room recitals on harpsichord to a organ recital in Westminster Abbey, and even a university organist at Oxford, back at Oxford, to grotty gigs in nightclubs, and a Tampax advert, no less. That was one of my best, I think. I got this good raunchy sound, seriously, on this lovely old Steinway in a studio, and I got paid for it. It was a session, it was my last session, with Eve Graham on vocals, who was in the New Seekers, those of you who are old enough to remember that group. But she had a great voice, and we got this good feel, raunchy feel. But unfortunately, the company failed to see the quality of that, and thought, rightly probably, that it was inappropriate for the purpose of relieving women from countless problems that they have in this world of ours, this physical world of ours. So Tampax didn't use that, but it still got paid. So there we are. Anyway, from there, and some very good gigs as well, classic gigs and grotty gigs, as I say, I moved on to writing books, which gives me some sort of sanity, ladies and gentlemen, some semblance of sanity. So the first little book, if I can find this little book, here we are, that was published in London by a little company called Regency Press, which is probably extinct now, I don't know. But this is a new version, which a friend of mine got published on Amazon, or Create Space, which is Amazon. And I've dedicated it to Princess Diana, who incidentally had a copy of the first edition of this book. And I feel very strongly that she was knocked off for political reasons, for very strong reasons of stabilising the monarchy, should we say. After all, the monarchy have not shunned from doing such things in the past. Why should they now? It's just a little bit more subtle. So I think convenient accident looks like an accident. Well, that's my theory anyway, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot be alone in this. But this is quite an interesting book. My musician friends, and I was still in the music business at that time, as it were, mucking about with music, they all love this book. So that's my first little effort. And the second one was a book that I haven't a copy of here, called The House of Baghdad. But that's about Saddam Hussein's son, who gets kicked out of Iraq, and so on and so on, and gets back to Iraq, and nearly regains power again, but he doesn't quite make it. So you can look that up. Then the third one I could not get published in England because of political correctness. This is considered politically incorrect by the powers that be in the UK, probably still to this day. I am told by friends of mine who still live in that funny old country that it's got worse, this political correctness. Anyway, I live in a place where I can feel free to express myself and retain my British sense of humour. This little book, by the way, I've dedicated to my mother and father. My father fought in the First World War in Gallipoli with his bayonet and killed Turks with this bayonet. Not a very nice pursuit. Survived that terrible battle and was made a freedom of the City of London. He would have loved this book. It's the idea that Britain has been sort of given away, you know. And this, ladies and gentlemen, if you can you see the white man there, is King George the VII. So those of us who are still alive, who see on our television that little sweet little boy George, you know, right? Mooning about and stealing the show everywhere he's taken around is the new king of this work, and he marries his black girlfriend. They have a coffee-coloured black boy, and that's Queen Victoria looking down on her New England, which is changed before. But seriously, this is considered very right-wing and racist. It's not. It's just British humour. So I enjoy reading that.